Hey, this is Jonesy from Jonesy TV coming at you with a review for Season 4, Episode 1 of The Blacklist entitled Esteban. This episode picks up where the last season left off with Alexander Kirk kidnapping Elizabeth Keene and her daughter, and Raymond Reddington basically going on a vendetta to hunt them down. So this episode had a lot of good things going for it. James Spader's performance was stellar as always, and we got to see him in action, sort of unhinged, trying to find Elizabeth. And usually he's very calm and collective about what he's doing, but he was definitely more aggressive this episode, as you saw. He even cut off a man's head and brought it to somebody to figure out who he was, and then he shot a whole entire room of corrupt cops until there's one left, and he's very unhinged, and he needed to figure out what he knew, where she was, and he would do anything to do it. So it was really cool to see him. It was also cool to see Dembe back. It's cool to see Dembe is a good character. He's a good example of a character that doesn't say much but is still a good character, and seeing him in this episode was pretty great. The thing is, it was also very cool to see Alexander Kirk, his experience trying to convince Elizabeth that he really is her father, and she just does not believe him and tries to escape and does every which thing, and that is very entertaining as well this episode. But the performance I really like is the actor who plays Tom Keene. I believe his name is Ryan Eggold. He does a phenomenal job this episode, trying to escape, because of course Alexander Kirk had kidnapped him too, but he tries to escape from these guys who are trying to kill him. And there's this awesome scene where he just basically smashes in a dude's head with a rock and shoots him in the head, because he will do anything to survive so he can go back and save Elizabeth and his daughter. And it's really cool to see him and how he escaped the situation. It was cool to see some of the side characters shine a little bit. Haram had some good moments, especially when he's talking to Agent Mbabi about how she needs to get over her anger towards Elizabeth and just try to save her, which is the right thing to do. And Haram is another one of those minor characters in this show, like Dembe, that just shines. And he really does in this episode. But overall, this is a great premiere. Really wrapped me back into the Blacklist. I already can't wait for next week. So I'd give this episode a solid 9.3 out of 10. It really was great, and it didn't waste any time trying to get into the action. It was right off the bat, you knew this was going to be a good episode, so I'd give it a 9.3 out of 10. I hope you've enjoyed this review. Remember to like and subscribe for more reviews. This has been Jonesy from Jonesy TV signing off.